Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are unboxing the icon. As you can see, it's a 2025 box, and you know what the icon is. It's the Rolex Submariner. This one is the Submariner Date, the 126610LN. And there she is. Now, while we look at the documentation, all those things, I will talk about the dimensions. Of course, it's a case diameter as stated of 41 millimeters, the lug height of 48 millimeters. The thickness is right around 12.5 to 12.8 millimeters, and a lug width of 21, which I hear a lot of people don't really like, but I don't plan to change the bracelet on this. So, again, as you know, this is a maxi case. Although this being the newer 126610 has the tapered lugs, it's a little skinnier, so it tends to look more aesthetic, at least to me. Wears better, doesn't look as fat as let's say the GMT does, because the GMT has the old version of the maxi case with the fatter lugs. And as we put these documents away, you'll see here this is what is referred to as a full set, meaning the box papers, the hang tag, the superlative chronometer, all of those things. Of course, it's got the full links, and you'll see in just a moment that I did have one link removed to have this fit or sit on my wrist exactly where I'd like it to sit. Now, of course, this being a 126 as opposed to the 116, this model comes with the 3235 caliber, which is, of course, Rolex superlative chronometer certified to plus minus 2 seconds, which means you will not lose or gain more than 2 seconds per day as you wear this watch. And that is a guarantee from Rolex. And of course, if it does not meet those standards, you can go back with your 5-year warranty and have it looked at or fixed as appropriate. And getting into the watch here, you see the Cerachrome bezel, you see the glossy dial, you see those maxi markers, you see the polished sides. You also see the brushed surfaces here, that being on the bracelet and also on the face of the, I guess, head of the watch, so to speak. And then as we move around, you see some of these other polished, and I believe these are laser engraved. They're not stamped. Maybe on really, really old models, there are stamped Rolex, I guess, signatures, for lack of a better term, on the underside there. And this here, the clasp, you'll notice, is a little bit wider on these 126 models versus the previous models. And even with that wider clasp, it still wears great. It does not wear too heavy, and it actually feels more sturdy, more secure on your wrist. And of course, the 3235 is a date model, of course, as you can see with the Cyclops. Here we're at position 1. We just pulled it out. We're going to move 1, and that's position 1 there. Back to position 2 now. We pull it out again, and we can adjust the time. One thing to note that I never believed when I saw in videos is people say that they can just tell that it's a fake by the crown. By turning the crown, pulling it out, using the movement, winding it. I've never believed anyone when they said that in a video until I handled a Rolex, and let's say a Rolex Submariner. You can absolutely tell the difference. This is buttery smooth. The clicks are on point. There's no slop. It's amazing, I'm telling you. And the bezel action. You will not find a better one, and that is widely agreed upon, and it is also my opinion. Moving into comfortability, of course, this is on the Oyster bracelet, as usual with all Submariners. It is absolutely one of the most, if not the most, comfortable bracelet. Again, my wrist is right around 7.25 inches. You see how it wears. It slips under the cuff. I can hide it if you want. You won't know it's a Submariner if I wanted to hide it. Easy to read. And look how small it fits. It just fits on your wrist. Of course, you can bend your wrist and it'll stick out a little bit. It's got that little bump on the bottom, as Rolex does. But it is absolutely one of the most comfortable watches you'll wear. Now, before we close out here, I'll point out 2 things that people tend to not like about this watch and complain: the Cyclops, and then the 4 lines of text. I don't know why people complain about it. It is quintessential Rolex. Not so much the 4 lines, but the Cyclops for sure. The 4 lines, I don't see an issue with it. I think it's great. The watch is still easy to read, and I have zero issues with any of those. I don't know why people complain about certain things that are in a watch's DNA. As a comparison, people complain about the size of a Panerai. That's just what they do. That's in their DNA. Why would you complain about it? You either like it or you don't. Now, again, in closing here, I don't have to recommend this watch to you. Everyone and their mom does. It's an icon. A lot of people want this watch. A lot of people say if you collect watches, you'll have a Submariner in your collection. I'm not saying you have to, but it's a great watch. It wears well, and it's every bit as capable as advertised. So, in closing, again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to ask your questions down below, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.